Sunday Night Recorded is brought to you by DJ Lyrics Music with support from Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and Patreon.
So, with us, we have Professor Marcus Lawson to talk about Black History Month, etc. It's February for those of you that haven't, realized how cold it is outside. Welcome, Marcus.
Thank you.
Hi, Ms. Info. You're still
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm here.
Because apparently I wasn't allowed to talk about the subject on my own. So we brought in some subject matter experts. You're good. Professor Lawson, what do you teach?
I teach history. I teach all the histories: U.S. history, world civilization, Western, Black history. That's kind of my focus as a professor at the college where I teach.
Nice. All right. So for those of you keeping score, I know we're not, visual yet, but yeah, he's got expertise. And you speak German?
Yeah, I do speak German. Yes, ich spreche kaum Deutsch. Yes. I learned German from my time being in the military, so many years ago, 47 years ago, when I was in my 20s, living in Germany and in the full-time army.
Nice. So if you're keeping track, misinfo, he was in a war. We don't know which one. Maybe a few. We don't know. But it's someone older, you just ask him about the war. Which one? Whichever one it was. But yeah, so what is your favorite subject to teach? I know you say your focus right now is Black history, but what's your favorite of the subjects that you've taught ever? Like, what was your...
My favorite is actually world civilization, because my degree background is in international relations. I took a lot of history as a student, both undergraduate and graduate in international relations, along with economics and other courses, core courses. But history was my favorite, and I love world civilization because it answers lots of questions about different nation states that I want to know about and be able to understand.
Gotcha. And what drew you to teaching, to professorship?
Well, what drew me to teaching was I fell into it. I was a graduate student at Central Connecticut State University. And
they didn't let you leave? You work here now.
No, I don't. Well, I teach for the Connecticut State Colleges and Universities, but I don't teach really for the CSUs. I teach for the community colleges. And I fell into teaching. I was a graduate student, and I was in New York City, and I was also here in Connecticut going to school, and I met my instructor, one of my former instructors, that's John Christie, who's still at the college and hasn't retired yet. And you probably had him, he's still there forever and a day. But John Christie was the one who I entered the conversation. He said, "Marcus, what are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I just got laid off from one of my jobs, and I'm a graduate student." And he said, "You'll be a good candidate for our fellows program, for adjunct fellow program." And I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, the Minority Fellows Program." And that's how I got into teaching, by going through the Minority Fellows Program through the Connecticut State Community College system. I was assigned to Middlesex Community College, and then I taught at Capital while I was also at Middlesex.
Yeah.
And I just took off from there.
Well, shout out to John for letting you know that was an option. That's very cool.
Yeah. He's, like I said, he's still there. He hasn't actually, he is retired this semester.
Okay, I was going to say, it'd be funny if you retired before him.
Well, yeah, I know, because he was my professor and I was in his class, and then I became a professor, and then he's like been there forever. I'm like, that's kind of weird, don't you think?
Well, I wonder if they still pay him. He just keeps showing up. Like, yeah, let him in.
I'm sure they still pay Dr. Christie.
This is John. I was like, there are no students in the class. Just let them teach. Just let them teach. We are. It is February, and like you pointed out before we started recording, it's the shortest month. And it's Black History Month. Bill Burr said one of my favorite jokes ever about it, where he was like, "It's the coldest month." He's like, "That's the month you gave?" He's like, "These are Equator people."
Yes. I was born in the summer. I wasn't born in the winter.
It's gonna be like June, July, or something.
I don't really, even though I teach history, I don't really understand why they chose February as the month for Black history. Why would, I don't know. I have to dig into that. I often tell my students, because they think that because I'm a history professor, I have all the answers. And I'm like, no, I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything.
To that, or they just figured you were there for most of it.
I am older. A lot of them don't know. Well, they do once I tell them that I'm in my 60s. And they're like, you don't look like you're in your 60s. And I'm like, yeah, I'm very much in my 60s. I'm 63 years old. So, what can I say? I'm older, but I'm not ancient.
Yeah, that's right. No, you definitely don't look it, and he's a spry young man. Yeah. Now they moved the retirement age up, so it's. Okay, I think we were having that discussion like sometime this week, right? About Social Security / retirement age.
When you can start collecting it.
Yeah.
And now we're never going to get it.
Yeah, it might not be around for us, maybe, because people like
unfortunately, that's kind of a bummer in that respect. We don't know what's going to happen regarding Social Security.
Yeah. So it's Marcus and Dr. Christie don't want to get out of the way. Just stay around.
No, I'm leaving. I don't want to stay forever. I've had my time. I'm actually leaving early. I got one more year technically for full retirement, but I don't want to wait for full retirement. I want to leave now. Well, I'm still alive,
And enjoy it.
Yeah, well, that's so funny because when they developed the Social Security system, that was the contract. It's like, retire at whatever was it, like 50, 60s, right?
Yeah.
When it started, yeah. And it's like, and we'll help you live. We'll give you money for these next 5 years of your life. That's pretty much it. And then people just kept living longer and longer. And they're like, oh, damn. Damn vaccines.
I know.
Miss Info had a couple questions that she was working on.
Sure.
Actually, while I was sitting here, I was Googling why February was chosen to be Black History Month. And it had to do with Carter Woodson and Abraham Lincoln celebrating their birthdays.
Together, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it is President's February is President's Day. Yeah.
Oh, so that was it? It was, okay. So there was like an innocent reason?
I mean, I guess. If you really want to dive into why Abraham Lincoln, freed us in the first place.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant just the month is the shortest month, and I just figured that was it. But no, all right. So it made sense that it's like, well, you got Lincoln, and who's the other one? Carter Woodson. Woodson. Okay. Yeah. So that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, they shared a birthday, I guess. So that's
yeah. I mean, and it's not cold everywhere. Right now it's not cold everywhere. So
it is.
Some people are enjoying nice warm weather.
Depending on where you're at in the U.S., whether you're in California or Florida or somewhere in the South or whatnot, it's warm. They're now because of climate change, they're getting hammered. What we gotta say.
Yeah, that's. Go on.
Well, yeah, I didn't know that you spent time in Germany and being of your age. Did you? How's the experience being in the Army there? Was it any different? Did you experience anything?
The Germans never. I didn't have to.
I can say were they racist? That's okay.
Yeah, there are mixed race German children in Germany. They do exist. They're not in abundance, but they do exist. And the Germans looked at me, and they never thought I was an American because I was never in uniform. By the way, I was off base, so I was always in civvies. And I would go to the McDonald's, or I'd go to Hertie, which was a department store, or the Wienerwald, which was like their Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I would order my food in German. And they never suspected that I was an American. They thought I was French.
That makes sense.
Because Kaiserslautern at the time had the largest contingency of American and NATO troops stationed in Kaiserslautern, Germany. It's like over 100,000. You know, you had Canadians there, you had the Americans there, you had the British, you know, the French and whatnot. So you had this contingent of soldiers coming in and out, milling about, and the Germans knew they were there. So they never thought I was an American because I didn't act like an American. I didn't dress like an American. I didn't. I actually wore knickers, which I have pictures to show you guys the knickers I used to wear. I used to wear knickers with long socks and
there's a CK in the word, and he is. We're talking about
I was weird.
Yeah,
I was weird. So I kind of blended in, so they didn't think I was an American, and I spoke the language. And like,
that's so for those of you sports fans, the New York Knickerbockers are named after a pair of shorts. That's what the Knicks means. Yeah. And earlier you said civvies. So for those of us not in the military, the civvies are what military personnel, mostly Army, will refer to civilian clothing, just regular wear when you're not in uniform. That's your civvies.
Right, exactly. But my civvies was not like everybody else's civvies. I wore a jacket.
Yeah.
I wore a sports jacket.
And shorts.
With the knickers, with the long socks. So I looked completely out of place as an American because they didn't think that I was.
So you're saying is LeBron stole that from you?
I guess he did. And the Germans liked that. They never had. I never was attacked.
Okay.
Like you would think. Like I studied when I was a graduate student. Before I went to graduate school at Central State University, I studied abroad in Germany. Again, instead of being stationed and living there in the military, I studied there as a student. So it was for Ferienkurse, which is, you know, like a vacation school in German. And my German teacher was afraid I was going to get attacked while walking down the Hauptstrasse in Heidelberg. And I would walk down the Hauptstrasse in Heidelberg at 1 o'clock in the morning and nobody would bother me.
It's because they didn't think you were American.
They didn't think I was American because I didn't act like an American. Mm-hmm. I didn't. I mean, it was during the time that there was a bomb threat in the Middle East. Mm. And I was studying abroad over there, and I could feel the students surround me, like trying to protect me. I could feel that they were surrounding us because we didn't know what was going to happen because it was a bombing. Mm-hmm. And so they moved us indoors, and we went indoors. But I got lost in the Neckar forest, across the Neckar River, in Heidelberg. We all did, and nothing happened. We even found the Nazi amphitheater. Abandoned. But, you know, we found it, and so I'm not saying that, you know.
You guys reenacted some of the speeches? Or what?
No. God, no, it was just surprising when I saw it. So I'm like, this is concrete. And I'm like, oh my God, they have this rallies. They have rallies, Nazi rallies. I'm like, yeah. I said, am I in the wrong place? You know, type of what you call, but we were not in danger. I didn't feel any danger at all whatsoever.
That must have felt crazy. Like I know if you go to for those of you that have or haven't been, I mean, me personally, when I went to DC, Washington DC, is not like a religious experience, but it's a very quieting experience to go into some of the monuments, like some of the places, like especially the Lincoln Memorial. Mm-hmm. It's just like everybody's talking, but as soon as you walk in, all of a sudden it just feels like, you know, 10 grades quieter. For no reason, you know, and it's just like, so I can't imagine like walking into like a Nazi amphitheater where they probably
your breath is taking away.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I it's horrible shit over there. But that's actually my, I think my most fun, like, not memory, but like just knowledge of a Black History moment was when they held the Olympics in Germany in front of Hitler, and he had to watch Black Americans destroy the master race at every single event and track and field.
Couldn't believe it.
There was a comedian that talked about it. He was like, "Can you imagine that car ride home? That poor driver. The things he had to hear, just eyes front. Don't look back at him."
I'm furious, pissed. Yeah, I bet he was.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, seriously though, that is such a like just awesome. Must have been an awesome moment, you know, just to be there and see him be like, you gotta be shitting me. Who let them run? What is this?
Yeah, I know, exactly.
So, we have a bit of more time. What are some takeaways from Black History, things that we can impart to the audience? Like, it's a time to honor. Obviously, we're in February, and you should be doing it more than just February. But now that it's in your face, and if there's nothing else, what can people do to honor Black History, to look back at Black History, to know what's...
Just remember that Black History Month and Black History is American history. And unfortunately, Black history is taught as a sub-discipline of American history. Mm-hmm. So we talk about Black history in the context of Black history, but when we talk about American history, we really don't talk about Black history in the context of American history, which is the irony, because I teach them both. Yeah. All right. And I adopt texts from, like, Eric Foner is one of the texts I adopt from U.S. history, and then I have another Black history text that Eric Foner doesn't adopt. And he talks about slavery and things that happen and stuff like that, but he doesn't really talk about, the double V victory where Black soldiers were fighting fascism abroad and racism at home. Oh yeah, right. That's what double V was all about. And this Black history, given the political climate that we're in at this time, is unfortunately infused with that type of remembrance. Jesse Jackson just died. I was just reading that today. He died. He was 84 years old, and he had a neurodegenerative disease, some kind of like the Parkinson's. And he was, one of MLK's lieutenants, and he carried the movement forward, and the irony is that who's going to carry the movement forward after he's gone? We've got Obama and we've got Michelle Obama with, as the individuals who can do that, but who can we rely on? I mean, Maya Angelou is gone. Jesse Jackson's gone. All of the noted people.
Not only is Maya gone, but her books were recently removed from certain
houses, which is ironic. Yeah. I mean, she's just telling the truth from her perspective, and some people don't want to hear that perspective. What can I say?
There was another thing from the World War II days where they did, like you said, they were fighting on two fronts because you had to fight racism at home and the Nazis and the Italians and the people that were fighting against you in your face. But there was a lot of propaganda used by the Axis countries that was aimed specifically at the Black and brown soldiers. Like, hey, we treat you a lot better here. Like, you don't have to fight for a country that doesn't want you. Mm-hmm. And that's just like, that's crazy that some soldiers had to go over there fighting and then had to look at stuff like, wait, you have free Black and brown people? People that are just they're in your favor. I mean, even during the Revolution, that was something that they also used. That the British were like, hey, well,
Lloyd Dunstmore did that with Black patriots. He tried to get them to his side, to the side of the monarchy of England. And did it work? Some of it did work. The irony is that you parallel that with individuals like James Baldwin, Josephine Baker. While Black troops were fighting abroad and have this double V, they were Black entertainers who immigrated from the U.S. to France and European countries because they faced discrimination at home because they couldn't be recognized or respected for who they were as individuals and human beings. Ironically, Josephine Baker has, not only was she buried and eulogized by Princess Grace of Monaco when she died because she fought for the French against the Nazis in the Vichy, she was exhumed and her body was moved to the Pantheon in France. The only Black woman, not even African, the only Black woman in all of the world and all of history that's amongst, the Hugo and all these other French people. Yes, that dichotomy existed, that, there was Black troops fighting abroad, that double V, while there were Black entertainers that were leaving the U.S. because they knew that they weren't safe, they wouldn't be respected, and countries like France opened their arms to them and welcomed them and accepted them.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's
it's like just and so when you're like teaching, obviously this is stuff you impart to the students. Guys, you gotta read. Seriously. But that's probably the way forward. We generally always joke here, and we still are. This is, the blip episode. But yeah, that's right.
You want to do that one more time?
Yeah, blip episode. Yeah, you heard me. But no, it is important. Just know your history and not just the history that you see on the news.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
A little bit worthy. That's beyond that. So no, I definitely appreciate you joining us and imparting that wisdom. Do you have anything more, Miss Info?
No, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
No? Yeah. Do you want to give the Latina perspective on all this?
How can I do that?
Her nationality is a mystery on the show.
Yeah.
Or I was trying to guess, and one day maybe we'll figure it out. But do you have anything else you want to leave with our audience?
We are all Americans. We must remember that we are all Americans, and all of our histories, even though this is Black History Month, all of our histories matter. We have to remember that. Despite all of what's going on, the antipathy, the acrimony that's the present conversation or feel in the country, we have to remember that we are all Americans. And this too will pass.
Thank you, Marcus, for joining us, and we hope to see you again. And if you guys are wondering, yes, you too can learn all of this stuff. If you're not in school, get to it. Or take an online course or, just YouTube, but carefully. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll be back with more. Yeah, we're here with our buddy. If you hear his voice and don't recognize him, that is Armando Plantains. Armando. Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Just hanging in, man. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm hot. It's very hot in this room. It's very cold outside. It's very hot in this room, and I hate that. It's like anyway. So one of the things we're gonna do, with the help of Miss Collier, is correct a few of the things. Short segment we call Kitty Corrects It. So go ahead. Yeah.
Well, I only have the one. Where you said that you had said something about an actor that was on a movie. You said the wrong actor's name.
That one actor in that one movie that we talked about?
Lopez, yeah.
See, that's
George
much
Lopez.
more specific. George Lopez.
I'm getting there.
There was a time where I
How'd
just
you get his
in
name wrong?
No, well,
You got
no,
the
his name
actor
was
wrong.
yeah, his name was fine. We were talking about George Lopez, but then in my head, for some probably racist reasons, I'm sure, the connection was made between George Lopez and the Blue Beetle movie. That is George Lopez. But we were talking about Carlos Mencia. Look, I got to correct myself in this segment. We were talking about Carlos Mencia as part of the interview we were doing with Jennifer Wilson.
Oh,
shout out,
one,
yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Whitney Allen. So famously, it's George Lopez in that movie, not Carlos Mencia. But yeah, so for those of you that heard that and were like, wow, he's got his Mexicans mixed up. You were right, I did. But not on purpose. Like I knew in my head, like I was seeing like George Lopez, I was seeing the actor when I talked about the moment in the movie.
Racist.
Yeah, possibly. And we were talking about the moment in the movie, and then like it just I don't know why that connection was made. I heard a name and it connected, and yeah. So isms are easy to happen. Wait, hold on. You reminds me of I was watching and How I Met Your Mother. They were trying to figure out what food to eat, and they're going around the table, and someone says, how about Indian? They had already mentioned Chinese. And Brian's like, no, I don't like Chinese. And Ted was like, how about Indian? And he's like, didn't I just say I don't like Chinese? He's like, that's not the same. And he's like, how do you say it? He said,
they're Asian, right?
No, that's not why though. That would have been accurate, but no, he said, funny hats, loud music, side of rice. He's like, well, we're splitting hairs. Yeah. And then they're like, well, what about Mexican? He's like, didn't I just say I don't like Chinese? Oh man. Oh, what's the other one? Oh, I know the other one. One of the other ones. I'm sure I've been wrong more than that. And listeners, if you find this saying some wildness on the show, and it's not part of a joke, like we were serious or just misinformed, and not just in the misinfo segments, but in general, you can always write in or leave a comment or messages on Patreon or Instagram or any of our socials. Yeah, even I think Spotify and YouTube also let you comment. I don't know about Apple.
I like how you put your socks over your sweatpants.
Hey, listen, this is not a visual medium, and they don't need to know what's going on here. It is very cold out here. It's slushy out. I gotta keep everything. I gotta keep everything dry. Oh yeah, well these are the underneath. These go underneath. So,
I believe you can comment on Apple and Amazon.
You can? Okay. Well, I believe you.
And
it's
Patreon.
Your job to know. Yeah. Well, no, I know that Patreon. Obviously. That's pretty much, that's all that, I mentioned that one first. But yeah, so it was Katie Nolan and I said Diana Rossini. So there was a story I told, I forget it was in reference to, doing stand-up the first time going really well and then the second time not going that well.
I think it was in the same episode.
Possibly. It was Katie Nolan that told the story about her golf tournament. And I was like, oh, it's Diana Rossini. It wasn't. And, again, could be some ism. They're both white women. They're both in sports. So it could be that, or it could just be, whatever. But they're both great and they both have podcasts and they're both good podcasts. So go check them out. Yeah. And Diana Rossini is, excellent with, like sports news on the minute. She's like a sports reporter, but yeah. And so is Katie Nolan, and different Nolan's in the podcast space. She's very funny too. But yeah, anyway, any others?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. It's not a lot of time at Dead Space just now.
We're trying to
just very quiet.
Next time we'll have more. I'm sure there's gotta be more.
Yeah, we probably
I didn't have as much time to prepare.
Anyway, Mr. Plantains, you got anything you've heard about?
My name is Armando.
Yeah, plantains.
Okay.
Yeah. So anything you've heard on the show that you would like corrected or have a question about?
I'm just stuck on your socks over your sweatpants.
Again,
it's really bothering him.
Again, I will turn this into a visual medium, and they will see, that whatever that is. That a jacket? I don't know what it is. Whatever flannel concoction that is. So again, it's not a visual medium though, so that's very bad audio. The audience is like, okay.
Right.
So yeah, so we make auditory jokes here, and auditory jokes long.
Okay.
Yeah. But when you're making fun of my dress.
Of course, and we have to sit there and describe in great detail.
Too much detail.
Yes, what that dress was like, along with Miss Info sweater. We had to try to describe what that was, and every now and then, like when production gives me dirty looks, we have to sit there and describe what those looks are. And for those of you wondering where La Gorda has been these many weeks. He underwent some surgery and we'll be back soon. Possibly might just do some call-in stuff because the audience is getting restless. They need their servings of the fat girl. That's my guy. That's my guy though. Yeah. So anyway, back to the fact that this is how you should dress when it's cold and sweat. So slush, the worst thing.
Things you're inside.
Yeah, we got it. So you know what's great about slushy weather? Perfect to wash your car. So again, It's a visual medium. You can't just go, not visual medium. You can't just go silent. Oh man.
I'm picturing it.
Yeah. Oh, no. So it's like, because the slush will get on your car, right? So it's like this icy, snowy, wet mix, whatever. And as soon as like you take it off, when you clean it off, that's been soaking in water for however long because it never fully melted.
Yeah.
No,
that's on your hand.
No, not with your hand. You clean your car off with your hand?
Yeah.
Armando. No, that madness. So, but anyway, no, with the brush, with like the car brush. Yeah.
Stuff that ladies use.
Huh?
The stuff that ladies use to
What?
clean their cars. That's a lady brush to clean the car off.
A lady brush?
What?
A lady brush.
A lady brush.
Like specifically for, like, what are you talking
Like
about?
a hairbrush?
The brush to clean up the car is made for women to clean up their cars.
It was made just
it's
for women?
made for all people to clean up their car.
It was made for just women?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's made for all people.
Can we
Go ahead, you
fact
gotta
check
do it. Yeah. Fact check that shit right now. This is a correction episode, bro. We'll fix that shit right
What
now.
are those called?
Anyway.
Like, is there
I don't-
just called
I know, I'm
brush,
sure.
snow
I don't
brush?
know. Yeah, snow brush for car.
Snow brush scraper.
Yeah, snow brush for car. All right. Anyway, while she looks that up, seen anything good lately?
Yesterday I watched this movie called Joyride.
Isn't that old?
No, it's about like this Chinese lady.
No. Now, when is it?
When is it?
When did that come out? Joyride.
Oh, I couldn't tell you what year it came out, but
All right. But
I just watched it. But it was about freaking this Asian family that moved into this white town, and then like the
That doesn't sound like a Joyride at all.
nah.
Are you sure that was the name of the movie?
The way the movie started off, it was like they were like, "Oh, are you new here?" And they were like, "Yeah, we're new to the neighborhood, but we're not new to the country."
Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Okay.
Was it like is it comedy then?
Yeah, it's a comedy.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
No, snow brushes for cars were not exclusively made for women.
I know that.
Snow brushes and ice scrapers are universal automotive winter tools designed for all drivers to ensure safety by removing snow and ice from windshields.
Yeah,
Roofs and lights.
But if I see a guy using the brush to take the snow off his
What
car,
are
I'm
you
like, that guy's
supposed to use?
No, I use
Your
the
hand.
yeah. No,
Your
no,
hand?
Yeah.
You can't.
Yes, but-
You can't get as much snow at once.
You
You can't reach
can
all the way
to
over.
forearm
So-
and you swipe.
And
So
how do you
that's
get all the
what
way
you
to
do?
the other edge?
You go to the other side of the car.
No, but
So,
what if
okay.
you're back, like where I'm parked,
But,
and it's against the
okay,
fence,
say you
and
have
I
a-
can't go against the other side?
Well,
I'm just
that-
getting in the car and I'm driving. It's just
Oh.
Well, that's illegal.
No, that's
though.
illegal. Yeah, you'll get pulled over so fast.
That's
right? Yeah,
illegal.
no, that is
I
illegal.
can
America.
fact
Look
check
that
it
shit up
again.
right now.
This is America.
God, this is Connecticut, and they
This is
pull you over for
America.
that shit. If snow comes off your car flying while you're driving, you will get ticketed.
By the first
you could
red light.
get towed.
By the first red light, it's already gone.
No, that's not necessarily true. Depends on the type of
Yes,
snow.
sure, but
Yeah.
getting to that red light, you might get pulled over.
No, but it also depends on what type of snow.
You guys invite me on the show to jump me?
Yeah, bro. That's what happens.
Yeah, so even
So this was a friendly hour?
so even if it doesn't like fly off of your car, you could still get a ticket for ice missile law because it could potentially
That's
fly
what it
off.
is.
Yeah, an ice missile law.
Ice missile. Interesante.
Never heard
Oh,
of
we
it.
should play real or fake law.
We can do that.
We could do that.
Ice missile. I never even heard of it.
I mean, I'm assuming it's when a piece of ice flies.
Well, because
Like a
if it's
missile.
like yeah,
If it's snow, how is it ice?
well, because they don't know how long that snow has been on your.
No, but same thing.
Say
The
it's
snow-
like-
it's just
okay.
it's a visual thing.
Yeah.
Like if you can't compare
If
another
she's talking about dense snow on your car that's been on there for
But
a
it
while.
counts for
No,
all snow.
even
I'm talking
even
about
that
fresh
light snow.
powder snow.
Yes.
Because well,
That shit
regardless,
will
so
get
that's
you
just
pulled
that's just
But then
a
they're
law.
pulling everybody over.
Yes,
It's snowing
yes.
and it's falling on everybody's
No,
car.
no,
Well, no,
not while
it
it's
has
snowing.
to be
There's
like-
there's a difference.
Oh, so
They're
now
not
it's a
stupid.
little catch-22, huh?
They
No,
well, they use their
there's-
common sense.
Yeah, it's just common sense. Right? You can
If
tell
it's
if,
snowing-
if we're all driving and the snow just started,
Yeah.
and I've got nothing coming off my car because snow is actively just hitting my car and starting to stick. But you're driving.
What about all the
and
snow that's bouncing
hold
off
on,
your car?
exactly. But hold on, you're driving and you haven't cleaned off your car in 3 days and it's freshly snowing again. Now you got all this thick ass plumes of snow coming off your car. That's where it becomes a problem. They're not going to arrest the weather, but they could absolutely stop you.
But we're in Connecticut.
Yeah. That's exactly why. because it snows a lot here.
It's mostly suburbs.
Yeah,
not enough.
That's exactly. They don't have enough to do because it's mostly suburbs, and those cops are bored. What's that? Okay. Who's in it? When is this? You're showing, again, not a visual medium. He's showing his phone with like Joyride on there, like trying to show me what Joyride is. God,
do you want to
the audience.
Do you want to do a couple of rounds of this real or fake vlogs?
Yes.
Do you want to do them now?
Well, the way that we do it best is there's three of us, so like we each have to go through. So, how many did you find?
So there's at least 2 rounds with 10 questions. So there's 20.
Well, that's way too many. So we'll do 5 questions each, all right?
Okay.
Or 3 each. Really?
3 each?
Yeah, 3 each.
Yeah, 3.
So don't scroll down. You know, you look at the first 3, then you hand the phone. He'll look at the next 3.
Anything more than 3,
just pick. Yeah, just pick.
Okay.
But you got like 5 within 5. Yeah. So that's it. You got the phone first. You look first within 5. Right. So 3 out of those first 5. And we'll pick those up right after this.
Yeah. Oye. Mami. Oye. Mami. Mami, hasta aquí ya la dejamos y corramos nuestra suerte. No es que no me importe, pero tengo que ser fuerte. Consejos en la calle, muy difícil de creerle. Quien se enamora primero se condena a hacer la muerte. Sigo pensándote cuando yo te quería. Tanto la cagabas, pensaste que me quedaría. La tortilla dio la vuelta, ahora mira qué ironía. Ahora quieres de mi amor y no cuando eras mía. Recoge las fotitos y mensajes de los dos. Elimina la evidencia, porfa, todo en baja voz. Y que el cora no se entere tu partida tan veloz. La conciencia la cepulla como show de motocross. En la cama como Grey, en la vida toma Shelby. No es que no te quiera, pero con otro yo te vi. Monetizo este dolor pa' vestirme siempre Fendi. Aquí vamos de subida como máquina de trending. No me mires a los ojos, te conozco cuando mientes. No confío en tu llanto cuando dices que lo sientes. Me preguntas si estoy loco, averigualo ni lo intentes. Tengo eventos del pasado, jodiéndome el presente. En la mente lo tengo frecuente. Persigo el dinero sin volverme demente. Me mira la gente medio diferente, porque tengo sueños que no caben en su mente.
Lo siento, estaba dormido. Estaba en un sueño. Había un terrible ruido y estaba enredado en hilos. Tuve que matar al otro. Era buen tipo. No era mi primera opción. Pero en el mundo real hay que tomar decisiones difíciles.
He conocido un par de ratas vestidos de buen amigo. He conocido un par de locas diciendo que eres bonito. He conocido situaciones donde no puedo conmigo. Que me funen lo que quiera, quiero en alto el apellido. Yo no tengo apuro, me gusta andar deprisa. Llegar a estar en lo alto con el golpe de la brisa. Voy a andar siempre recio, que aquí el golpe es quien avisa. Y aléjate tantito si la piel se me eriza. La capucha y las sustancias no te convierten en gánster. Nemesis estuvo bueno y como pana fracasaste. Me pediste un fit, dije claro, pa' que negarse. Si ambos somos principiantes, tenemos la misma hambre, pero no. Tú estás en otro tiro, yo te di mi libreta porque en ti yo confío. Otro artista del montón y ahora de eso yo me río. A la amistad y al amor son 2 pájaros de un tiro.
So what are these laws?
So the first one is, where is it? We'll just go from the first one. Is it illegal to eat fried chicken with a fork?
Wait, you're saying, is it? I thought you were
No,
giving us a law.
yeah, this is the law.
So
Illegal to eat fried
it?
chicken with a fork. Well,
Okay.
I said it wrong.
All right, okay.
Let's not take
No.
conversations
I just
today.
want to know if we were asking, like...
No, you just have to say if it's real or
So
fake.
it's not, gotcha.
Ow.
But, yeah. I thought it was like a true or false question.
It is a true or
So
false
real or fake?
I thought
No,
it
it's
was
a
a
real
law.
or fake question. That's a different.
No.
It's illegal to eat fried chicken with a fork.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What state is this?
You can't go off state. Just say if you think one of these states, if that's an actual law in a
It's a
state.
common law.
This
Yeah,
is just
but
like a
what's
common
the-
law.
Common law.
That's a common law, so like, that's a federal law?
No, like
It's just a law.
humanity law. Like who the fuck uses a fork?
Like
to eat
like
fried
it's a
chicken?
law that can be any of the states. It doesn't matter the state. It could be any of the states.
I eat fried chicken
Who,
with a fork.
who the
so
fuck eats fried chicken with a fork?
this
Yes,
guy.
but do you think is it illegal or not? I'm not
I
asking
feel
you
like
to do
that
it.
would be... I feel like somewhere in that... Well, that's why I asked if it was just a state or...
Okay, fine.
a
It's
federal law
Georgia,
or something.
Gainesville, Georgia.
Yeah, no, definitely illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got me at Georgia.
You're also, is that you? What's going on with your?
It's fine, I think.
Oh, no problems there. Go on.
No, it's not.
All right.
Has it not been
So we both said it's illegal, right?
Okay. Do you want me to give you the answers to it? Like, after each one?
Is it legal or illegal?
It is illegal.
It is?
It is illegal. That is a real one.
That's so stupid.
It's in Gainesville, Georgia. It's an old publicity stunt law.
Okay, go on.
Is it illegal to own more than 6 dildos? In Alabama.
In Alabama, it's probably illegal to own more than
I call that a
0. It's probably just illegal to own dildos in Alabama. Yeah.
That is abuse.
Okay, so you think it's real or fake?
I would say it's fake, but I say that's abuse.
You think it's real or fake?
No, I said that I believe that's a real law. It's Georgia or whatever, Alabama.
It is.
Of course.
So my only question is how they know, but it is a real.
Look at
It
your
is
purchase
a real
history.
law.
Yeah,
To
but
have
for
an
everywhere.
obscene
Like, this woman is a deviant.
in Alabama, it's illegal to have an obscene.
Why did it have to be a woman? But go on.
Had an obscenity law limiting adult devices.
Thank you. Obscenity.
Obscenity.
It's a correct segment. We can do that. All right. What's the next one?
Illegal to wrestle a bear in Alabama.
I would say that's absolutely no law.
No bears in Alabama.
There be bears in
I think
Alabama.
there's,
What about the circus?
Circus?
Yeah, circus comes to town sometimes.
We talking about a white man with a lot of hair? Or like
No, they used to have
No, like an
animals.
actual bear.
They used to have menageries.
both,
Almost everything.
but
Barnum and Bailey was all animals at one point, but they aren't anymore. But yeah, so I think it's real.
what do you think?
I would say it's fake.
It's real. You
Damn,
can't
I
wrestle a bear.
You
in
know
Alabama.
right now.
They banned
Boo,
wrestling.
this man.
They banned wrestling bears, which means enough
Gotcha.
people did it.
Yeah,
to
enough
have
people
to
were
ban
wrestling bears.
They made a whole movie about it.
Yeah, exactly. Sucks.
How many was that? 2?
That's 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then somebody else's turn.
Bears, dildos, and
Oh, did I show my phone?
what was the first one?
I don't think there was.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yes,
Can you eat
chicken.
fried chicken with fork?
Yeah. All right. So for y'all two, this is actually Connecticut, or not. Is it illegal to tie your elephant to a parking meter?
Are you using it as like a horse?
I'm gonna.
Is it illegal?
That's gotta
to
be
tie?
fake.
That needs more details than that.
No, is that a real or fake law? Sorry,
That's fake law.
That's a fake law. What about you?
I'm gonna say fake.
It is a real law in West Hartford, Connecticut.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How many people did that?
Again, there used to be menageries coming through
That
town.
means well, are these like old laws?
This is not.
Or these like
That's
laws
an old law,
that
yeah.
like
I mean, but it's still on the books. You know what I mean? Like, if it's still on the books, it's just laws that are still there. Like, I don't know who's enforcing it. I don't know why they would need to. The last time you saw somebody riding an elephant and tied them to a parking meter, obviously that elephant had shit to do and it ran off. Let's see what this one says.
Hold on, I don't have the mic on because this is like hitting me.
Is it illegal, or it is, sorry, it's illegal to wear sagging pants in certain cities. Doesn't say the cities, but is this a real or fake law?
It says a city underneath each one.
Not on this one.
I'm gonna say no. No, because I'm gonna say that might be true because there are some cities.
Well, when you decide whether it is or isn't, you let us know.
It was just a yes or no question.
Yeah, well, it's a real or fake question. Yeah, real or fake.
It was real.
That's a real law?
I'm gonna say real.
That is a real law.
Yeah.
That is a real law. Doesn't say in cities though. I wish I knew.
That's something like North Carolina would do.
Is it, or sorry, it is illegal to die in the Houses of Parliament.
Where though?
British Parliament.
Yes.
How do you control that?
They got some weird laws.
Like, oh,
Have you
look, guys,
looked
I'm
up the
about to die.
laws?
Go
Have you
outside.
the laws
But
in
even if you
England?
die, yeah, they fucking.
They're weird, so that's something that they would
But if you do die, who do they take it out on? Are they going to arrest your
probably your
corpse?
family.
Your brother.
It's like, yes, they're coming with us. What happened? Your brother died on the parlor floor. No.
I mean, if it was true, they probably fine your family like a certain amount.
Yeah, possibly.
They've done that. They've arrested like
All
your
right, tell
family
me,
members for
real law or fake law?
I'm saying it's a real law because
You,
England
sir?
is weird.
I would say fake.
It is indeed a fake law, but it goes on to say, like in the Palace of Westminster, it's like widely repeated, like people believe this or talk about this, but it's not an actual enforceable law, is what it says here. So maybe it was like on the book.
Yeah, because it's probably one of those things where they're saying like you shouldn't let yourself get that old. Probably it's saying like retire before you get to that age. Wasn't that good?
Yeah. I'm passing it on to this.
Well,
guy.
stop reading all the questions.
No, that's not. I was trying to figure out what that meant by the way that it was worded. All right. Anytime, everybody. Dead air.
Is it illegal to cry on the witness stand?
On the witness stand?
Not is it,
No.
but it is. You're saying it is illegal to cry on the witness stand? We were guessing real or fake.
Stop nitpicking his questions.
No,
He's
no.
asked the question.
We
You know what
have
he
to
means.
stick to the
You
game.
know
The game
what
is
he
real or
means.
fake law,
Yeah.
not
Okay, but
That's
you
all
know,
you're getting.
All right.
you know what
It
he
is
means.
illegal to cry on the witness stand.
Yeah.
Real or fake? That is absolutely fake.
Well, I'm gonna say fake.
You guys are correct.
Yeah, wait, where would you just go with it? I don't
Don't ask me that
I could be
question.
wrong.
Don't ask me that question.
Is it illegal to own a pet rat
Where?
Yes.
in some places?
Mm-hmm.
It just says certain places.
Certain places. There are certain places. I know that's real because I looked it up. There are certain places where rats.
Well, don't try to sway the.
Okay,
Well,
it's
now I
the
have
truth.
to because
It's
you. Because you were like, oh, I know
don't
for
wanna
a
ask
fact.
no fun fact.
I know.
I'm asking the
Yeah.
questions.
No, but she was like, oh, I know for a fact. So now I have
That's
to.
how you
decide.
already said no.
She happens to know.
What is it?
You know, which is a segment on a different podcast.
But I also,
Yeah.
I've also said that that's like real for a fact and Googled it and I ended up being wrong. So you can't 100% go off of my answer.
It's true. You're full of shit.
First off, that's not true. There have been times. Can you answer the question?
Well, now you're making me think that it's real. I guess. Yeah, it's real. That's real law.
No.
Damn it! You see,
That's your fault.
that's why you can't trust the French.
First off,
Friends.
not French. Second of all, I
We're
told
gonna
you.
watch this. We'll find out one day.
First off,
Yeah.
don't act like I
Okay,
told.
no, it's cool.
No,
Next question.
no, because now you make it seem like I give you that answer. I said I've been told. I've said I know for a fact, and it's been wrong.
Is it illegal to honk someone's horn in California?
What?
Oh, so
Is that a
much
sex
more?
act?
We're
So
talking
like-
about somebody else's.
No, yeah, like, are you getting in a fight with somebody, you run up to their car and just honk their horn for them? Hey, fuck you, da da da!
Run up and slap their nose.
Oh, like you just squeeze it, honk. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good pickup line. Can I honk your horn?
I'm going to jail.
I would.
Armando.
I'm gonna say. Fucking, I'm gonna say no.
Like, what instance are you honking somebody? Well, it would have to be illegal because then you're getting in somebody else's personal space.
So it's like, yeah.
It's probably an assault.
We're talking about a car.
I
well,
said,
assault
I know that,
or
yes.
like.
But if in order to honk your horn, I have to put my hand in your car.
Yeah.
But you know
Yeah.
what?
No screaming rape.
Jesus.
I'm still gonna know. If it was like Florida, I would say yes. But California's not as crazy. So I'm gonna say no.
I say
I'm going yes. I'm going. This is a real law. Real law.
Really?
Real law. No,
Yeah.
it's not worse.
It's a real law.
No, nothing's worse than Florida. But
No,
yeah, all right, real law.
yeah.
California is
All right. So you want
I
to
don't
hear
think
this? This really great. No, Florida man is very unique.
Where's that thing I sent you on Instagram?
No, there's this law that I found out about today. Found out on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll look to see how real it is. But there was a whole story with it. But allegedly, at this point, it is illegal to be racist. Maybe not to like necessarily have racist feelings, but to act out racist feelings, epithets, things like that in public in Brazil.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Someone just texted me. Somewhere in the world, someone has your same exact birthday and is doing it probably better than yours.
I mean, that's possible, but it's not your birthday today. Why would they? What a random time to send you
They're
that.
just trolling me.
Oh, but it's a meme though, right? It's a meme.
No, somebody texted me. He said,
Oh. Do they think it's your birthday?
No. They're just trolling me. Trying to piss me off.
This is the things that happen. Armando. That's the life of plantains. It's tough.
Too much sugar.
What are we looking at?
the thing you're saying where the
Oh,
Florida
yeah,
guy got
Florida man.
arrested
Yeah,
for
Florida man is
baptizing
so
alligators?
ridiculous. So, a Florida man was arrested for attempting to baptize an alligator in a Waffle House using a pitcher of iced tea. More tonight at 10. That's,
I googled that and that is real.
no, of course that's real. Every story you ever heard about Florida man is absolutely true.
Please tune in if you have no life.
Did you see the one where there was a Florida guy who got arrested for like a DUI, but he went to court and tried to appeal it because he wasn't actively drinking while driving,
When Florida hasn't had a DUI.
and they had to like hew him out because he brought it back to court. And I was like, I didn't drink and drive.
Yes.
I was drinking before.
Yeah, that's why, like a DUI isn't drinking while driving; it's driving under the influence. Yeah.
Yeah, but he tried to appeal it.
No, I get it. Yeah, that's pretty funny. You could fight anything. I don't know. You haven't seen too much Seinfeld, right? You guys neither?
Yes.
All right, but in any
I
case,
stopped at like season 4, episode 3.
Yeah, you should have started.
Or whatever,
at season 4.
episode is
That's
the last
what
one we
it-
watched.
It's pretty much the same episode, all 17 seasons.
Pretty much.
They're just in the apartment the whole time.
It's
No, they're not. They go everywhere.
They don't even have
So, for
jobs.
instance, in this one, I don't have jobs.
Yeah.
They all have jobs. George works for the New York Yankees. Newman is a
he
postman.
does.
Yeah, Kramer's the only one that doesn't have a job. Elaine, she does finance, and then at some point she's like this assistant to this really wealtty guy that
buys
starts up
socks.
Poland Spring thing. Yes, the socks episode. Jerry's a comedian. But in any case, where is it going with that? Oh yes, the Newman. He fights a traffic ticket.
Who is Newman?
The fat guy.
Oh.
So Jerry's nemesis. And Paul Newman, where's Paul Newman, the guy from wow. All right. Brain fart. Again, the corrects it episode. That was such a weird connection because I said Newman and then I thought Paul Newman for some reason. Anyway, because I think the actual actor's first name is Paul. But that's
You want me to
probably
fact check
also.
it now?
No. Yes.
Yeah, fact check
All
that
right.
shit.
Anyway, so he's at court and he's fighting really hard against this traffic ticket, and he brings in Kramer, who's supposed to corroborate, and they come up with this whole story about how Kramer was going to commit suicide because he would never became a banker, and it's hilarious. It's such a great scene, but Kramer was kicked in the head and given a concussion, and so he's starting to forget stuff, and so then when he's on the witness stand, he's like, what are you talking about? I wanted to be a banker. He's like, yes, I'm a banker.
Newman is really angry.
I know, he always gets so upset.
His name is Wayne Knight.
Yeah, that's exactly
So
what
where
I
did
said.
that Paul Newman?
That's not a white man's name.
Paul Newman
Yes,
is
and you're absolutely right. That is Wayne Knight. Shout out to Wayne Knight. Great actor. He's been in other stuff. And I knew his name too. I could see it in my head. I'm like grasping at straws, and for some reason, like just Paul came out of nowhere.
Paul
For no
Newman
reason.
is an actor. He's the guy from Cars. He
What?
plays
Cars.
Doc Hudson in the Cars movie.
This shit just took a turn.
What's happening? So who's the dude from Newman's Own, the coffee brand? That's what I thought Paul Newman was.
It's a lemonade company.
Oh man,
Newman. It's a lemonade company.
Is his name even Newman?
is that real?
Yeah, Newman is a lemonade company.
Oh,
So it is okay. So
It's got a white man.
so
right now.
Newman's own is
Yes.
the lemonade company
By
by
your
the
face.
actor.
but also coffee.
No,
Wait, the actor
by
does...
the actor Paul Newman,
Yeah.
and the headquarters is in Westport, Connecticut,
that
where
makes
he
sense.
ended up dying.
It's right next to
Westport.
Robin.
I can do the joke. All right. So anyway, for those of you listening who've never been to Westport, Connecticut, this isn't their official slogan, but it should be. It's Westport.
Oh,
Of course, they're heated. They're floors.
so Newman's own. Let's give it all away. He has multiple different. So he's got like
Can we just talk
sauces,
about the
lemonade. There is no coffee. I don't know where you get coffee from. Can I name the list of things he has?
McDonald's.
They have spaghetti
McDonald's
sauces, lemonade,
Newman's
popcorn,
Yep.
fruit cocktail juices, frozen pizza, salsa, grape juice, wines, dressings, like salad dressings. He's got like Oreo cookies, pretzels.
Right here, dude.
Organic coffee.
Thank you.
Premium organic option. Starting around 2008, primarily in New England and Albany. It was a collaboration with Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, providing
Green Mountain Coffee.
Again, Newman's Own Organic Coffee was introduced as a premium organic fair table coffee option at McDonald's.
They don't use that anymore.
Primarily in New England and Albany, starting around 2008. Yeah. So,
2008
but why didn't that come up?
Starting. Do you know that means that it's still going?
They're not using
it. It came up. It's still going.
They have their own house blend now.
Yeah.
When you go to
McDonald's, look, does McDonald's still use Newman's coffee as of today? McDonald's offers an exclusive blend of Newman's Own Organic Coffee. Thank you. All right. Anyway, vindication.
For some reason, it didn't show up on his list. It showed up.
Yeah, I don't know. For that. But yeah, I don't know why that. Why I was making a lot of weird connections. I don't know. But yeah.
You know what? After the show, me and you are going outside.
Armando. That's it for the final episode of Sunday Night Recorded. I'll see you guys in 2 to 5 after I whip that ass. All right. Anything else to correct before we?
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe like Hot Rod just to whip your ass.
Oh, with his father. Oh my God! Did you ever see that movie, Kitty?
What movie?
Hot Rod.
No.
Oh, what? Andy Samberg. What a fucking great movie. Yeah.
If you didn't, well, they didn't.
I don't think they aired that in France.
I wasn't allowed to watch
your family knows a fucking
it's fine, guys. It's fine. All right,
I just wasn't allowed to watch movies growing up. Like, I wasn't allowed to watch TV. So I'm just not interested in it. I did watch My Girl Though, and it traumatized me.
Were you in a boarding school?
The other day. Huh?
Were you in a boarding school?
I wasn't in school. I was homeschooled.
We'll get more on that on a different episode. But yeah, no, this kid was traumatized by My Girl. Yeah,
I cried for 20 minutes.
You know what movie made me cry? Freaking only movie ever, Grave with the Flies.
I have never heard of that, and was really thought you were gonna
say The Notebook.
No, Boys Don't Cry, perhaps.
I think that's only you.
I would probably say
no. I didn't cry during Boys Don't Cry. Do you know what Boys Don't Cry is? No. Oh, that is a traumatic ass film. Don't go watch that if you're light of heart.
I don't know what that is.
It's Hilary Swank. It was in the 90s, and it was about this girl that was, for all other purposes, she was a boy. No, but she was pretending to be a boy because she wanted to be a boy. Whatever. This was before you could be trans in public. And and it was this 90s, it's a really crazy fucking movie. I saw it when I was really young. I don't remember it all, but I just remember it was called Boys Don't Cry. It was a massive, cultural moment, whatever. But yeah. But anyway, so that's why when you were like, oh, you know what movie makes you cry? I was like, Boys Don't Cry. Or you say, what's the other one? Showgirls? What's your favorite scary movie? Showgirls.
But that movie is really sad.
Which one?
Grave of the Flies.
Grave of the Flies?
Grave of the Flies.
Grave of the Flies.
Yeah. You know what? I have put a lot
of. Is that an animated movie?
Dude, that movie is fucking terrible.
Which one are you talking about, Kitty? Oh, okay.
That shit
I never even heard of it.
I cried, and I don't even have an emotional cord in my body. Yeah, it's anime.
That's what you just asked. Was it? Yeah, animated. Get out of here.
I bet you $100. I bet you $100.
You know what did? I mean, the only animated movie that ever made me cry, but I was very young at the time.
Wall-E.
What?
Wall-E.
No, I don't understand what that. No, not Wall-E, not Up. I didn't think Up was that. The first 15 minutes, obviously. Well, guys, it was spoiler alert. You haven't seen Up yet. Have you seen Up? I understand, but I don't want to hear
it. I follow you. You're not master. You're not loving.
Yeah, that's fine. but in Up, like, obviously the wife was going to die. There's no other way to start this movie. He's a grouchy old man. That's what I'm saying. People, oh, what a beautiful opening. Oh my God, it changed my life. What? Get out of here. It was fine. It was fine.
Watched Up, but I don't remember.
Exactly. But, and no, there's no, I mean, I'm not getting down. It was a fine film. I enjoyed it. But the, original Lion King, and if you haven't seen that, guys, it came out in like 95. Mufasa dies. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, I know.
I was born a year after that.
Yeah, whatever, kids. All right. But yeah, that one. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you haven't seen it.
I wasn't allowed. Well,
you weren't allowed to.
I wasn't allowed to watch it. I know my grandmother tried to get us to watch it. I was like, "This is."
I don't think it was dubbed in Spanish yet.
That's a more sensible reason. What is your reason? What like that? I know because of the cult, but I mean, like, what did they have against that? What demonic imagery was there in?
It wasn't like my mom just thought that it was a really sad movie, and she didn't think kids should watch sad movies.
Oh, it is a really sad movie.
So she wouldn't let us watch it.
But only that part of it. Like,
yeah, but she just didn't like. I guess she said there was
Were we all talking about the same movie, Lion King?
Yeah. Yeah.
So she also said that there was like suggestive like words in it or whatever, suggestive something.
I mean, there's a sex scene between two lions, but they don't really show you it happening.
Like
what about Shrek?
Yeah,
what?
Shrek.
What was wrong with Shrek? Oh, a donkey fucking dragon?
Dude, that movie had everything. It had trainees.
Yeah, Shrek is hilarious. Shrek is such a funny movie. I can see that.
I don't even understand how that was a child's movie.
Because he's a gay sponge. He's a fucking sponge. Oh, I mean, Mr. Krabs lives in Bikini Bottom. That was it up right there. Yeah, that's a total stoner comedy. This shit has gone off the rails. All right, we gotta get the hell out of here. Anything else for the audience? Anything? Doesn't have to be a correction. Just anything.
No.
Imparting.
Good job,
Mr. Plantains. You want to say, and that's plantains, not plantations, guys. Don't get excited. Yes, exactly. Go ahead. Anything from the audience?
No.
It's your first time on the show. You got nothing to say?
No.
This fucking guy. Probably his last time on the show. Yeah, first and last. Armando Plantain's first and last appearance.
Put your shoes on.
Yeah.
This is like the first episode people have heard my voice in like a longer sentence.
No, that's not true. You talk all the time.
No, not.
Yeah, you've run games, you've run questionnaires.
Yeah, but I mean like talking in not a forced way. Like asking questions.
Not 1950. Why can't she talk on the show?
Yo, so really funny. So Miss Info was asking. She was like, you know what? We haven't been hearing you for a while because that's probably been off for a while. Yeah. No, just noticed.
Did you?
Come here. Yeah, come here. So in any case, you're still good, right? So
he's not muted though.
There's no timeouts. Say what you got to say on the air.
So all right. So we're talking both
No, this is on. This has been on. So in any case, last thing you said. Oh yeah, Miss Info brought up on the last episode. Well, right before it, but it was like she was like, yeah, I don't know. She was like, I thought it was just gonna be like a guy show. I was like, what? No, what fun is that? Now we need women on the show. What are you talking about? A ridiculous statement. Yeah, no, we enjoy. We've had fun with. We have great female contributors to the show.
I think it's just we thought we were going to be like production in the back.
Just very quietly.
Yeah, like we would never.
Oh, like when Lexi Fries made an appearance, she was just sitting there, and she came with La Gorla and to support him, and then I tossed her a mic, and she was like, "Well, you're on. Hey, you're here. You're on." Yeah, so yeah, we've had some awesome female contributions, but we'll talk about that in March. That's Women's Month, right? That's Women's March month. Yeah, it's March. Yeah. Right now it's Black History Month. That's what we talk about.
No, it's February.
What?
It's February.
No,
we're in February. That's Black History Month. Yeah.
But I think. Oh no, I think it's
March.
No, we said Women's History is in March. Women's Month is in March. Armando. Follow the thread. Armando. All right.
Yeah, March.
Yeah. No, I'm more.
I know.
Okay.
All
right. Thanks, everyone.
Just before the spring.
Exactly. Yes. Yep. Just before new birth. All right. That's it. Good night.